Hey, this is Andrew.
And this is Doug.
And welcome to the Bathroom Podcast.
All right.
Welcome
back.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Took a long 1 week break. Feels like it's been forever.
A whole weekend we've been out.
It really wasn't long, but it felt like forever.
We have Cammie here with us.
Hi.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm 25. I'm pregnant. I don't know.
And you're my wife.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
yeah.
Not
for the
important.
people that don't know. Yeah.
Forgot about that small detail. Semantics.
So today we're gonna include kind of some stories that we have accumulated over the years.
Yeah.
Based on the stupid shit that me and you have done, and the stuff that I can't remember and that you can't remember, we'll fill each other in on our
which is going to be fun for me because I've only heard it from your perspective.
I tell stories a lot.
Now
better.
I get the real
she
perspective.
She says I exaggerate.
Oh my
too
god,
much when I tell stories.
he does. He either tells a part that didn't happen. It's like the smallest thing, or he just doesn't tell it fully enough. Like it drives me nuts.
Yeah, but I'm a good storyteller.
No, you're
That's
not.
It.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think so.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Of course.
So over the course of this episode, you're going to hear some intermission sounds, which is a good idea that came to us from Cammie, of when we go to the bathroom and stuff like that, so it doesn't just sound like a quick cut. So
lots of peeing, lots of refilling
if,
drinks.
If we forget to say, like, hey, we'll be right back, if you hear the intermission sound, just know we got up and we're like, fuck these guys, we really got to go, or something like that. So that's what we're stuck with. I wonder if you can pick this up on the microphone.
It sounds
They
nice.
can hear that. It does sound nice. I like it.
Mine's different.
Yeah,
Mine's got a
mine's
different tone.
It does. I think it's because
Mine sounds like-
it's like more full
Oh,
or less
yeah.
full,
Yeah.
one or the other, kind of like the wine glasses that you spin.
Mine sounds like plastic.
It's probably hard plastic.
It's glass.
Is it?
It's my Christmas one.
Oh, nice. The one you got from... Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we were thinking about drinking wine, I had a couple of like stemless wine glasses, and they said like his or her, and I was like,
Oh.
gotta get rid of those.
Oops.
You should have brought them here, and then I'll just take the
Oh, yeah, I
you know,
should've.
I'll be the little lady. I'll put my pinky out.
There you go.
And then we could have rocked it that way, but...
Fucking.
Did you get rid of them already?
Yeah, I tossed
Okay.
Yeah.
so
That's all right.
much stuff.
Fuck
Good.
it.
Good, that's what you gotta do. Clean out the skeletons.
Also, for
cleaned out
those of
so
you
much shit.
watching, I'm drinking a non-alcoholic beverage.
Yeah.
Mine's just cranberry juice.
I'm drinking the alcoholic
Yeah.
version of that.
Yeah, so that brings
Drink
us
of
to
the week.
the drink of the week. Vodka cranberries.
Vodka cran.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Because I'm not
Come
drinking
on.
alcohol.
We're
Okay.
fully inclusive.
Yes. So over the
She's
course...
carrying your child, she might as well be into the clinks, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
really.
least we owe her.
I mean, yeah. Thank you. We appreciate you carrying our child.
I said your child.
I
not
know.
mine.
I know.
I was not there for that. Oh, do you remember a long time ago there was like you somehow accidentally got pulled into a group chat like
Oh, with
day
you and
2?
your wife.
Yeah.
Oh, he told me about
Yeah.
this.
This is like the second
this
day I
was
ever
before,
met you.
Yeah, before we were even like
Friends.
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just Facebook friends.
Oops.
Of you and it was you and your ex-wife just.
And you got pulled into like a 3-way chat. I don't even know how. I don't know if I created it by accident or she
How long
had
did
it.
it take for him to notice? Like,
Not
did he
long.
say
Me to
something?
notice?
He was.
Yeah.
I think
I was always looking at my phone because
Yeah.
you were
No,
texting
like,
me.
before the message was like, "Oh, hey, sorry, Doug," kind of thing. Like,
I remember being like, "What the fuck
Yeah.
is this?" And then I was like, "I promise I'm not a swinger."
Oh yeah, that is what she said. Yeah, and your wife said something like, "We can hang out, but no threesomes."
Yeah, exactly.
I was like,
And then I remember you guys had the same Facebook profile picture at one point, and I was like, I swear to
Oh.
God, I had already messaged or I'd already become friends with Doug, and you were in the picture with your
Yeah.
wife, so I thought it was you, and then I accidentally friended her, and I was like,
oh,
oh fuck.
I think he
I
texted
promise
me and
I'm
was
not
like,
coming up on your girl like that. Once again, we are not swingers. I swear to God.
Just all the evidence.
Yeah, it was
stacking
like-
up against
It was bad. And then I was like, oh
That's
fuck.
so funny. Yeah.
Good
So
times. It isn't meant to be.
yeah.
Mhm.
No, this is the emergence of the podcast from the corona ridden possibilities.
Yeah, so I was negative. That thought I was gonna die for a couple days. It was really shitty.
Yeah.
I had a 101.8 at work.
Jesus. You
And-
went to work and then you were like, "Damn, I'm feeling sick," and then
Yeah.
When
and
did you
then,
first feel sick? Like what day?
I actually wrote all this down.
oh, you did because you had
Yeah,
to
I
do
got a
like the
timeline.
test and everything.
So on the 17th, I started breaking out super bad, and my lips were dry. I was like starting to feel dehydrated. I was like, man, what the fuck's going on?
Weird.
Yeah, I should have realized then, like, you're probably starting to get sick.
Yeah.
And the next day, I was tired, and I was losing my appetite because I usually eat a lot, and I was starting. Even now, I haven't been eating a lot because I just haven't been. My appetite's really shitty.
Yeah.
And then the 19th at work, I had a 101.4 twice, and I was starting to get a headache and my sore throat. And then the next day, our first sergeant and commander were like, well, let's make sure you're good, go home and sleep, and then come back if you're still feeling like shit in the morning. And we had that UA that day.
Oh,
and
okay.
I was on the list, so I had to pee.
Yeah.
And then I had a 101.8 later that day, and they're like, yeah, go get tested. So I went through the drive-thru.
Was it horrible?
It wasn't as
Did they
bad as
stick
what
it,
people
like, all the way up your
thought.
nose?
Yeah, dude. I have a big old nose, so it was easy for him.
I'm
Like a hot dog in a hallway, but it
fucking
felt like
weird.
he touched my brain with that fucking
Ugh.
Q-tip. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
It's
But
too
it wasn't as bad as what I figured.
Yeah.
And then I just went home and I couldn't really sleep much. Let's see, my joints were hurting.
much.
oh,
That's the
yeah.
worst.
Well, the next day when I woke up, I threw up all the water in my body, and I was like, oh fuck, I really got the Rona, dude. I'm
Oh,
gonna
no.
die. I remember getting in the shower because I was like, oh, this is nice. This feels good. And I sat down in the shower, like, you know, when you're super fucked up and you're like,
Yeah.
I gotta sit down.
Yeah.
And then I just like keeled over, vomited all the water, and I was like,
oh my god,
I'm fucking dying.
that
here.
sounds awful.
I got the bad
And
end
the
of
whole
Rona.
time I'm like waiting for my results. It took them like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, that was a
before I got
while.
results. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was worried because I was
It's
like,
because it was over a weekend.
That's
Yeah,
what I said.
yeah,
I was like,
that's
there's
what
no
it
way
was.
he's hearing about it this weekend.
Yeah,
and then eventually I just started feeling better.
that's good. Hey,
Like flip of a switch, I felt way better after like 2 days of feeling like garbage.
It's so
Yeah.
weird that like you had that and it wasn't the Rona.
Yeah,
I
What
know.
the fuck else do you catch during this time?
like
of
how
year?
often do you get that
I
sick?
I never get sick in
Yeah.
the summer. That's why I was
Yeah.
like really
It's
convinced.
so
I was like,
bizarre.
Yeah.
oh fuck. My
Well-
dad was freaking out.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he was like,
"You're gonna die."
yeah, he was like, I'm gonna send you all this hydrating bullshit, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was like, I appreciate it. It came after I felt better, and I was like, well, I can use this when I'm fucking hungover.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
There you go.
That's kind of. It's
He was
like
like, that's what I
super
use it
Pedialyte. What an OG.
Oh man, he is.
So, if you happen to hear some scratching or growls in the background, our gatekeeper is currently in the podcast.
Hi.
So, so the dogs are right up against the door.
It's actually the people we kidnapped.
Yeah,
They're
no, it's
trying to
actually the
escape from
12-year-olds
basement.
trying to come out.
Wow.
Damn.
You ever seen that
Goddamn.
dude, Uncle Ron, on TikTok?
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
god, I don't know how he hasn't gotten banned yet because
I don't know.
he's just constantly talking about being a pedophile and not like I don't think he's realistic because they're all
Yeah.
jokes.
Right.
But he's like Uncle Ron here.
But now's not the time.
If
to
you
joke
thought I
about it.
didn't have 12-year-old kids in my basement, check this out. And he'll like point out his window. There'll be like a kid walking past his house. He goes, "I'm about to take that to be the 13th."
Stop.
Like,
That's horrible.
he's fucking terrifying. But like he's like a scrawny old dude.
Someone's gonna shut his shit down though.
You need to check out this dude called Platypus on Instagram.
Yeah.
Hey, the dude's so funny. He's got this one skit where he uses the baby face on Snapchat,
Okay.
and he'll look at his neighbor, and then he uses the filter with the mustache and the creepy glasses, and he's just like staring at the kid, and he's like, "Hey, Quinn."
No.
And he's like, "Mr. McGinnis?" And then he starts fucking chasing him, and he's like, and the kid's like crying, running away from him. He's like, "Ah!" Dude, I'll send shit to you later.
Yeah, yeah. I
This
wanna
guy is
see it.
so funny, man.
That's fucking funny. People are really coming up with some funny
There was
shit
like a
Yeah.
part
nowadays.
2. The Mr. McGinnis was like perched up on the top of the playground roof. Man,
Yeah. Oh my god.
oh yeah, good old
Alright.
pedophile jokes.
Pedophile jokes.
Go, good
Should
stuff.
Should we get into the meat and potatoes of
Yep.
what we got going on
Here we
today?
go.
You want to start with your shit or my shit?
Let's see. Mine, dude, it's been a slow week. I was in
It has
quarantine
been.
for most of the week too. Like I didn't get much content.
What'd you do in quarantine?
I thought I was gonna die, so I just laid on the
Just
couch.
laid on the
Thought
couch.
Dude,
about
yeah.
the last minutes of
Just
his
played
life.
video games, watched some TV.
I couldn't even play video games because like my eyes were super sensitive to
Yeah.
light. Yeah, it was terrible.
And focusing just sucks. It's like
Ah.
when I'm hungover, I won't
couldn't
even
do
play because
shit.
I'm just annoyed.
I couldn't do anything.
So
like
But I watched a bunch of TV.
in the beginning, I know we all took the Rona seriously, right? Because like there was so much unknown.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
when you possibly had it, I took it more seriously. And aside from that, I'm like, I don't know anymore.
And now that like somebody might have had it, but it was like bullshit. It's like,
yeah.
man,
Yeah.
fuck this.
Like
Yeah,
I'm
really.
done.
It's not even a
over
real,
it.
not even a real virus.
Yeah.
It definitely made me stress a little bit though.
Yeah, I know. I was stressed for you guys. I was like, fuck,
Fuck.
dude. I still don't know what it is. It could have been mono. I don't
Yeah.
know. I have no idea.
Well, I didn't get it, so.
Yeah, that's true. We felt fine.
And we make out all the time. So if
Yeah.
I had mono, you definitely would have.
Was Cass sick at all when she was
No.
here? No? Damn.
Hmm.
All right, well.
So I don't know. I have no idea what happened.
At least you
Oh,
didn't
you're
spread
good.
it.
Yeah.
True.
Like your
Well, I didn't
You
even
know.
get it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. First thing I had, shout out Ivan. Right? He had this
Oh, yeah.
idea. Right?
Okay.
He wanted us to talk about how are 11 Charlies, indirect fire infantrymen or whatever you are, mortars. How are you guys more combat than any other combat MOS?
So
How are you? Why are you even
we
considered?
get this
infantry?
question a lot, right?
Right.
And I think it stems from our direct title is indirect fire infantry.
Yeah.
So you have direct fire and indirect fire infantry. And
Well, okay, then what's the definition of infantry then?
I don't know.
What makes you infantry?
Definition. I know the definition of mortars is to
Yeah.
provide timely
Right.
and accurate fires
Yeah, yeah.
in support of a command team. But I think what makes us
In support.
in support
Quote,
of,
unquote.
of a command team. That's what infantry, the scout platoon, that's
Yeah.
what all of them are in support of your command
Well,
team.
everybody is in support of the infantry, right? You got the infantry.
Well, yeah,
and
you're
you have
either
support.
infantry or you support the infantry.
Right.
That's what it is, right?
But
um,
aren't you supporting infantry?
Yeah, but then infantry supports us too. So it's our guards, the people that guard us,
Us?
the 11
Yeah,
Charlies.
we're the people that guard you, though.
Yeah, that's you guys now. But
Yeah.
like in an infantry battalion, it's infantrymen.
Okay.
So I think what really gives us the definition of infantryman is we get brought forward
Yeah.
when 11 Bravos need help.
Yeah, I mean, but so does a lot of people.
So do a lot of people, yeah. And B, we shoot, move, and communicate like Bravos.
Mhm.
So artillery sits in the back.
Yeah.
Right? They're way back, firing from super far away.
Yeah.
Scouts have their own mission,
Mhm.
task, and purpose. That
But
is
we're
not,
way forward.
You're way forward, but your task isn't to destroy the enemy.
It came
Like close with and destroy the enemy. But that's not your direct task. Like
that's not your direct task.
That's my only task
No,
is
it's not.
to destroy the enemy.
You don't close
We close with when we are too close with our mortar
under
systems.
certain circumstances.
Yes.
But I mean, so do scouts.
Yeah, when they need to.
Yeah.
But
So
You're-
same as you.
your direct mission is not to destroy the enemy, right? So there's two MOSs in the whole entire
Under certain circumstances, it is though.
Yes, but why
I'm
are you
just
trying
playing
to
devil's
Why are you
advocate.
trying to beef up scouts right now?
I'm not. I'm just trying to.
All right.
Trying to knock down
All right.
Charlie's. Basically,
So I'll defend all the Charlies outright. So
high angle hell.
Yeah,
Hashtag.
we shoot, move, and communicate in support of a command team, right?
Yeah.
And then as we do that and we increase further and further into the directive zone,
Yeah.
we become Bravos. We transfer over from Charlies to
You
Bravos.
go into a metamorphosis.
Yeah, like a metamorphosis.
Your dicks get bigger.
And basically, I think
Your
it's the basic
mustaches
training. They
fall
just
off.
they put us together. So
Yeah.
I'm not
Well, I
exactly
mean, you
sure
know-
the history of
Yeah.
why
Speak of
11
history,
Charlies are
Because there was at one point
considered infantry.
11 Mikes, which were mechanized
Yeah.
infantry. There was 11 Deltas, which is turned into 19 Deltas, which
I
were like
I think
reconnaissance infantry.
it's because they I think they just wanted to generalize it.
Yeah.
So they can move people from unit to unit without having them have a certain specialty. When
Mhm.
they started making units heavy, mechanized, and light, then they
Yeah,
started
yeah.
moving.
I think they should have made those different MOSs though.
Yeah. Well, because then they'd be better experts on it.
Right. They'd be more
But
niche.
then they started moving people like I moved from strikers to here
Mhm.
heavy, and I'm supposed to be good at both of them. But if I was one MOS, I would only be able to be at Lewis
Right.
or in Germany.
Yeah.
And the striker units.
Which, I mean, I don't think that's a bad.
I think they just tried to. I think they did it because
tried to create
their
more-
mission purpose is to like have a certain amount of troops at each place,
Yeah.
and they wanted to do that. And B, I think they may have done it also to help out troops that want to go to different duty stations,
Yeah.
and may not be able to because it doesn't have their platform.
Yeah. Right. That makes sense.
So
Interesting topic.
I'm learning.
you're learning slightly.
Learning
slightly.
I have no
about-
input.
You've been married to an 11 Charlie for this long. You
Dude,
should already
I
know.
try
Doesn't ask me any
to
questions
understand
about it.
because it's so hard to understand sometimes. You tell me like the basic crap.
It's a whole nother language.
It goes boom.
It is.
It goes boom, and it goes
Well, I know that the boom.
hits the enemy. That's it.
the boom
That's about
boys.
He learned the math portion of it when we were in
Yeah.
Korea.
Mhm.
Just the
Dude, it's fun.
the beginning of the plotting board.
Math's not fun, but that
Yeah.
mortar
Yeah.
stuff's fun.
It's once you get it, it's fun. But as you're trying to learn it, and if you don't understand it at all, it's like
I like to accomplish things. I think
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm weird, but I think it's fun when I like something
Satisfying.
clicks.
yeah, no,
it's satisfying.
I love doing it. Like when you get a mission successful and you
Mhm.
hit first round on target,
That's
you're
what-
like, that's fucking awesome.
I am the shit.
Yeah, really. But like when you're like, before I found out how the full circle of mortars went from like FDC,
Yeah.
or from the FOs to FDC to the gun line, and then
The whole
back
shebang.
up to the FOs, then I was super confused at why things did things and why we did certain things
Yeah.
on the gun line. And once I got
You were
that
just
full circle
younger, too.
perspective,
Yeah.
I really
You get
figured
that
it out.
perspective.
Having the big picture though is nice.
Yeah.
That's what I struggle with at my work. I'm like, I know one piece, I don't know the whole
Yeah.
thing.
The whole thing really allows you to like, because now that I know the whole
Like
thing,
respect.
Mhm.
I
the little bits.
respect like kind of like what my leadership did in Washington and how good they were at it, how fast they were. And then it also allows me to focus on other parts of becoming a good leader because I know that part now.
Yep.
Mhm.
Now that I know that, I can focus on training my soldiers and I can
Right.
focus on doing all this shit.
Which is important. You know, you're supposed to be able to do both.
I'm about to pull an Ames and be like, let's fucking stop talking about the army.
All right.
Army shit right now.
What's next? What are we talking about next?
Um,
You need a drink refill?
Yeah, I really need a drink refill.
Same.
I'm getting
Damn.
fucking low. It's a small glass. It's smaller than yours.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, we're gonna break real quick.
Cue
Drink
the
break.
the bathroom drink sound.
Yeah, the bathroom drink sounds.
Be right
It's gonna be
back.
toilet flushing. All right. All right, we're fucking back at it.
We're
You
back.
wanna get a clink sync going?
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers.
To
oh,
Oh, am I actually part of
yeah.
this?
Yes,
What do you mean?
yeah.
Y'all are confusing me.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
to the bartender, me. To myself. All right. So, shall we kick it off with a drunk story?
Yeah, let's
Pick
hear
one.
it.
Let's
Pick
do.
a card, any card.
We'll do my drunk story, and then we'll do yours.
All right.
Okay, but which one? Oh, the poop one wasn't drunk story.
No, the poop one I was not drunk for. All right,
I kinda
we'll
wish
tell that
we
one.
Here we are
we'll
talking
tell
about
that,
poop
We'll
again.
tell that one at the end, so just
Damn.
as little listeners
Okay.
get to it as possible.
Okay. That was a good one.
You know we like talking about poop on this podcast, so
I know we're poop fans, but
Okay, so
fecal fans, if you will.
a fecal
Fecal
fan
fan.
sounds like something you chuck poop in.
The
to
fecal
fucking
friends.
spread it over people.
There we go. That's the new podcast.
The fecal
name.
friends. All right.
Anyways.
So this
So-
story begins. You got invited to, I think, right or white. I always get
Right.
confused. Okay.
Right.
His like little party barbecue thing. We
Yeah.
showed up late for
And this-
whatever reason.
This is back when I was in Washington, so it's
Yeah.
not the right that some of you
Oh,
listeners
yeah,
may
no.
know, and it is the right that some
That
some
the
of you
others might
listeners
not.
may know now. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we showed up kind of late. I don't know why. And so they were all pretty much drunk by the
'Cause
time
I
we
got
got there.
We went to dinner first.
I don't remember.
Yeah, we went to dinner first, and I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna show up at 7," and everyone else got there at like 6.
They started early.
Yeah,
it
they
was like a
started
barbecue
early.
first,
Yeah.
and then yeah. So we got there. Everybody was drunk. They were like, "Doug, you got to catch up. Like you have to catch up with our drunkenness." So they
Same,
made him
yeah.
take back-to-back shots of God knows what. I don't even know.
I know there's Everclear in there. There's Crown Apple. There
Okay.
was Smirnoff, like the different flavors
Yeah.
in
There's
there.
a bunch of stuff
in there because
there.
Wright has a ton of fucking bottles. He's like a collector kind of
Yeah.
like good alcohol.
Oh,
So he brought all the shitty stuff out and we were
Drinking.
drinking it. Yeah.
And mind you, this is like an apartment complex with like the little.
It's a nice apartment
The little
complex.
community
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
park grill
sure.
area.
Yeah.
And they all
So
start getting
everyone-
like shit-faced and rowdy. We got yelled at by one of the neighbors
really?
nearby. Yeah, you were
I
too drunk to remember that.
Yeah.
But somebody came down like, you guys aren't being too loud, this and that, and then everybody was kind of drunkenly talking to this person.
I know at one point I got
Fuck
asked
you!
I got asked if I was 21 by right, and he said, I said,
Were you
yeah.
at the time?
I said, yeah, definitely, and he said,
Good
he said,
answer.
okay, and I was like, yeah, and then I was 20. I was
Oh,
20 years
shit.
old.
That was bad.
Yeah.
So anyway, the night goes on. He gets shit faced fast, and like I
Yeah.
don't even think you ate anything.
This
You're
was
probably
before
sick.
I was a heavy like alcoholic, like I was in Korea, and how I.
But you also
kinda
took
am
like
now,
back
but,
to
like,
back. I think you took like 8 to 10 shots.
He
And
was
then,
going hard.
Yeah.
Within like 30 minutes, like to an hour,
Just
right?
going
Yeah.
hard.
It was bad because
Yeah.
so everybody was shit faced, and then I think they were trying to wind down,
Yeah.
and you were super drunk. So they're like, "Okay, you want to take him home?" I'm like, "Yeah."
I know I was talking to Ogle, and I was like, yeah, I'll go. But I'm talking to you real quick. And then he started walking me there, and I was like, I can do it myself. And he was
No.
like, you can? And I was like, I can. And then I took like 2 steps, and I about fell over, and he grabbed me, and he was like, okay, we're going to keep going. And
Well,
I was
because they were
"Thank
like,
You got it,
wanna-"
bud.
Yeah.
They're like, "Can you get him to the car?" I'm like, "Probably." So I tried to walk you there, and you were like fighting me the whole time. Like,
Oh,
no,
was I?
like you just wouldn't follow me. Like you just wanted to keep talking.
I wanted to hang out with the boys.
I know.
Yeah.
So then they coaxed
Was
you
it a
over there.
Saturday?
I think it was.
Yeah.
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 It's for the boys.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I
It was
stayed
all
sober
the
for that
boys
one.
too. It was the whole.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a good one.
It was the whole fucking platoon.
So, but they eventually like coaxed you to the car. I can't remember who, but they get you there, and then we sit you down. Okay, so here's where it gets tricky because there's 2 entrances. There's 2 sides of Fort Lewis. There's Lewis and McCord. So normally we come from one side and we go through the.
No. All right, so there's
You
4
explain
sides
this
of
part.
Lewis, right? There's Lewis and McCord, Maine, right, which are Air Force Base, Army Base on the main side of the highway, and then there's
Yeah.
Lewis North, which is on the north side of the highway,
Got it.
and it is a different gate. You have to go through a separate gate, kind of like West Fort Hood, exactly like that. So, go ahead and tell
So
it.
first off, I got in the car and I'm sober, but I don't know exactly where we are.
Yeah.
And I always use GPS because I'm horrible with directions and I hate new areas. And he's too drunk.
Wait, right out of the fucking gate.
What?
I told you we pull up to the very first like stop sign,
No.
and
He tells me, I was like, okay, which way? Because I didn't turn on my GPS yet. So I was like, okay, maybe
I
he
say
can help me
I
get
say
home.
go right here, and
You say go.
I-
Let me tell the
No,
story.
I got it because I remember this part. I said go right here, and she said okay, and in my head I was thinking left was right because I knew to get out you had to go out and turn left.
It was a cul-de-sac.
Yeah, I turned right, and then she goes immediately sees the cul-de-sac and starts to turn around, and I go, "Oh, sorry, I thought it was left," or something like that. Like,
So,
You have no clue where the
Yeah,
fuck
I
you're at,
was so
and you're trying to give
fucking drunk.
directions.
so eventually we get on the highway. And then, like we just explained, there's like the different entrances.
Yeah.
And so I don't know coming this way. Like, I don't know how to get back. So I get off the exit that I think it is.
What happened in between the place and
Maybe I'm not great at telling stories.
I'm tracking. So in between.
No, I gotta tell it. So we were driving, and I'm going on the fucking freeway, and it's like 75, right? And he starts like slumping over, and then he's trying to roll down the window, and he's like, "Slow the fuck down! I gotta throw up." And I'm like, "I can't fucking slow down! I'm on the freeway." So he rolls down the window, proceeds to throw
I
up.
couldn't breathe because the wind was hitting my face, and I was like, you know, like standing on the top of a vehicle, and
Yeah.
you start to go really fast, and then like trying to get your breath
Yeah.
really quick, and then you like get the hang of it. I was drunk, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So he proceeds to then just like throw up all inside the window well, inside the car, and outside the car. Like
Oh,
it
yeah.
hits the
Like the side of the
It
car.
never makes it
All the
out.
way down the
It
side.
Yeah.
was so fucking bad.
So I'm just like, okay, just get to the gate and deal with it. Which, of course, then you have to deal with the gate guard, which is
Yep.
a whole different thing. So then,
Did he harass you a little bit?
yeah,
You have
and
to.
it happened twice because I went through the wrong exit and pulled into.
The north gate.
The north
Ross
gate.
North Gate, yeah.
So then I'm just sitting there. I'm like the only one, thankfully, in the line
Yeah.
because it was late. And so the guy just kind of like looks in. He's like, "You having a bad night?" I was like,
Long
"Yeah."
night, huh? That's rough,
He
buddy.
just ignores, like, literally.
I'm like slumped in my own throw.
Well, I rolled up the window, and there was just a whole streak. And then you're just, like, in
against
it.
the side of my
Yeah.
head. Yeah.
And so the guy just like looked at me, and I was like, "Hey, can I just turn around up here? Like, this isn't the right gate. I took the wrong one. He's like, yeah, just go to the first light and, like, make a U-turn. I was like, okay, cool. So I do that, and then I had to go to the second gate.
Mm.
And then they literally just, like, look in, and the guy starts laughing. And I'm like, yep, this is my night. And they let me through. So that was fine. It was just embarrassing and gross.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Fucking Douglas.
I know. Tell me to slow down on the freeway.
So
we get to the house.
Yeah.
We went to, where did we go? We had pasta. That's what I remember.
yes, we went to like Olive Garden
Okay,
first.
I remember that now.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we had
Wait, how? You're fucked up, and it's like 7 p.m. is what I'm figuring.
Huh?
I'm picturing right now.
No, so I got really drunk in the first hour,
Yeah.
but we stayed there till like 9.
Yeah.
I think.
Like we
Yeah,
stayed
so
for a bit.
it's like 9:15.
I think you had
Yeah.
shots and then you may have had like a beer or something
Yeah.
or drinks or something.
I was sipping
before.
for a bit,
Because
but I was
I'm
super
sitting here
fucked up
imagining
still.
you're just fucked up at like 7 p.m. and you're like, I just want to get
No.
home.
Listen.
And,
We had like just gotten there at 7,
yeah.
Yeah.
and then we went from there. So that's like 9:15.
So I pull up to the house, and it's like a quadplex of houses, so it's not just like a singular house. So it's a carport with other people around.
Yeah, it's like 2 carports together, and
Yeah.
then there's like 6 more in like the cul-de-sac
Yeah.
Okay.
of those. So
So-
our neighbor's cars are right here, and our cars are right here. But you parked back behind my car, so we're kind of
No.
like out in the street, didn't you?
No, I was parked up in like the actual underneath that thing.
No, you
Thankfully.
weren't.
Yes, I was.
No, you weren't.
No, I wasn't.
You
Because you
weren't.
pooped on your own car.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Getting there.
Yes.
So I get home, I park, I get out, I go to open his door. I'm trying to get his seatbelt out without touching throw up because gross. And
It's
it was
everywhere.
noodles. It was fucking
There's
noodles.
noodles everywhere.
Oh,
the noodles that I
gross.
ate are
It
everywhere.
was gross.
Poor fucking Cammy.
So I get the seatbelt undone. He just kind of like slumps over, like slumps out and over. And then I can't lift him. Like,
Right.
no.
I'm a big dude.
So I'm trying
Good
to
boy.
I'm
Compared
trying
to
to get
you.
him like up and awake enough to walk with me and just kind of hold him the whole time. And he
It's not
eventually
You're already
No.
you're already like asleep.
oh,
So,
I was
eventually-
slumped.
This-
And I was yelling at you
Yes.
because you were trying to.
Oh.
he was yelling.
And
in the
I know for a
carport.
fact I was fucking loud. I was screaming.
And I
at
told
her.
him to shut the fuck up
Yeah.
because we have neighbors, and this is like I didn't want the MPs coming,
Yeah.
like being a
Something
a
I do when I'm
nuisance.
drunk, and I can hear myself doing it now
He
as
gets
I'm saying it. Is she'll try to move me? I'll go, fuck no, quit fucking touching me. And then she'll
I
go,
can fucking do it.
and then she looks at me and she goes, shut the fuck up. And I go, I'm sorry, I'm just really drunk.
You did
That's
say that.
exactly
you
what I
would-
said.
You did apologize. Like I'm sorry. I just don't feel good.
I fucking.
I'm gonna
yeah,
throw up if I stand up.
I felt like I was going to.
So he threw up outside the car again,
I leaned outside the car and threw up.
and there's
all
more
over it.
noodles.
Just
Yeah.
emptying up.
There's noodles all over the driveway.
So eventually I
It's
get
fucking,
him.
it's a noodle fucking drive-through restaurant at this point.
Yeah.
So eventually I
Bowls of
get him
noodles
like
everywhere.
I get him walking, and then his car's parked in front of mine. So then he makes it a few steps, and he stumbles and falls on the hood and throws up on the own hood of his own car.
So
And then-
when did you get
Just
Keelan?
repainting the car.
So I went in, got a kitchen chair, and
Okay.
because I couldn't get you inside, I was like, you gotta sit, and you're not getting on the ground because I'm really not gonna get you up. So I sat
Okay.
you down in the chair.
Outside?
And then, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I called
I don't
Keelan, who
remember
was
any.
at a different barbecue party thing. I said, Keelan, I need your help. I
Bless-
can't get dug in.
Bless his heart.
Oh my God, best guy ever.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what to do. I can't get him inside. He's just not working with me, blah, blah. He's like, okay, so, like, take the chair with you and just, kind of, like, take baby steps and this and that. And then call me back if you really can't get him in. I'm like, okay. Couldn't get him in, long story short.
I'm an asshole.
Ugh.
I'm the
So then
biggest
Keelan had to
dickhead.
leave his own party, and he came, thank God. And then, so he tries to work with Doug, and I'm just then standing there on the sidelines, like, okay, finally, at least somebody who can pick him up if he falls over. And then Doug starts throwing up, and then Keelan starts dry heaving because he's throwing up.
Oh, God.
The picture that,
I
that
was
Yo,
dying,
that's
Keelan,
me,
dude.
dude. I fucking can't deal with that
the
shit.
picture that you and Keelan painted for me
Oh
the
my
next
God.
day about this was that Keelan was trying to drag me in from the stomach, and I threw up over his arms because he had him wrapped around my stomach as he
Yes.
was dragging me in.
Yeah.
And then you told me that you're standing
He,
in
like-
the door and you're watching Keelan go
Yeah.
like
I
off to the
was-
side.
I was
Like-
trying not to laugh, but I was dying. And then Keelan was also laughing because I was laughing. And you're just like, he stuck you over
You're-
And
the
I'm
car.
just,
You're just
and I'm just
dying.
dying.
Oh, I can't.
So,
Fucking
after
just
that
puking
whole-
noodles everywhere.
yes, after that whole ordeal of Keelan trying to not throw up, we got you inside, and then we like put you on the floor in the bathroom, much like I've been in that position
Yeah.
before. We like,
When I crushed your head in the door. Because you were I totally forgot about that. We won't talk about it.
So we lay you down on the bathroom floor, and then like I kind of take like some of your clothes off, and then I think
It's a
that's
very
when...
abusive relationship is what I'm getting.
On accident. I just opened the door and her head was...
I don't remember anything.
Why do you think
Super
you don't remember
funny.
anything?
I know.
Super
No
funny.
wonder
Your
my
fucking
memory's
dome.
That was
shit.
a funny... Totally forgot about that. That's so... We'll have to... I only have little snippets of that night, but we'll have to say something about it.
So I think that's then when Keelan was able to like get you, because we took your sweatshirt off, like you was
Yeah.
covered in throw up, and then we got your jeans off, and then he got you upstairs, and then you showered.
Yeah.
And
So I came to in the shower. That's when like my blackout phased out and like I was like, holy
Doug's
shit.
back.
I'm starting to
The
remember.
lights are on.
I'm sobering up. The hot water's getting me like fucking
Yeah.
like steamed up. I'm like, all right, I'm
That
starting
shit
to...
never helps me. I feel like it makes me more drunk. I
Yeah.
use hot water. Like,
I know.
I don't know.
But so I'm coming to, and the very first memory I have of coming back that night
Your rebirth.
is looking down and seeing a loofah on a stick, right?
That was
At-
Keelan's loofah
Yes,
too.
because Keelan came over a lot, and
Okay.
He had his own room.
stayed. Yeah, he had his own room and stuff.
I think
Awesome
he stayed on the
decorating.
weekends
Yeah, he
only.
stayed on the weekends
Yeah.
with his girlfriend, now wife and baby mama at the time.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them. So I look down and there's a loofah like up against my nutsack.
Bear sack?
Bear sack. I'm butt naked.
You're
and
naked.
there's a loofah, and then there's a stick, and then there's his hand holding the stick. And I look up and I see him, and he goes, "I'm just trying to get you clean. All right, you're covered in throw up."
I don't
And I was
remember
like-
why
and I
didn't
go-
do it.
All right, thank you. And
You go back to sleep.
I lean against the wall, and I'm like, and he's just like kind of like going like
just scrubbing your sack, dude.
At this point, he's just poking me, trying to get me to like do it myself. And so I was like, I go, all right, I got it from here. And then I'm like, I clean myself
you were
off.
trying to get a free sponge
Yeah.
bath. At that moment. You were just like, well,
Take
if
advantage.
you're gonna go ahead
I
and
was
scrub
so
me down,
drunk.
I'm gonna get comfortable.
I was
then.
so drunk.
I don't
And-
remember how we decided like he would do it. I think it was because maybe he was worried about you falling down. Like
Maybe.
I couldn't get him up if he did.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's no way.
I came to and I was like, all right, I'll do it. And then I got out, and I think Keelan ran in the bedroom and asked you for underwear for me.
Yeah. I think
And
he was looking for you.
then he brought me the underwear. I put it on, and then he just walked me to the bedroom, and I slept on top of the fucking covers in my underwear, just face
Yeah,
down in the
because when you're
fucking
drunk,
pillow.
it doesn't matter
It
how
doesn't-
cold
No.
it is.
Yeah,
You're comfortable. You just go like,
So
well, I'm
hot.
going to bed.
It's
my
not
blood was running thin. I was like,
Yeah,
God
you're
damn,
good
I'm
to
gonna
go.
die here soon.
And so then we, like, the long end of this is there was throw up in the windowsill for a while, and it smelled like throw up. 'cause you can never get it
Keelan
out.
cleaned a
He
good
did,
amount
but you
of the
can't get
throw up.
What a
in there.
bro.
Yeah, but he
He-
couldn't get in the windowsill.
He used to be
could have
a-
if he really tried. He used to be a suicide car cleaner. So
I
he.
think it was not like just that. I think it was like an overall.
Oh yeah,
car.
that's right. That's right. Yeah, he.
A
But he
detailer.
did like special details.
Yeah.
Like
He was
so
good at it.
He was really good at it, but he just didn't go in full depth because he did it that like.
I think it was the next day.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he did the
I
next
helped him
day.
clean the window.
Did
the
he
next
stay
day.
there that night?
I think he left after you were good to go.
Okay.
And then I think he came back and then
Really?
helped me clean it.
Yeah, I was out for like the whole,
whole
day.
day.
I could not fucking do anything.
I
You were
tried to help
fucking
him.
dead.
Yeah.
Dude.
That was one of those nights where it was like damn, I really need to get my alcohol consumption under control because
It was
I don't
so
ever want to
gross.
feel like this again.
Oh,
And then I did it
those
like
are the
7 more
worst.
times.
Yeah, of course.
No.
We're only
Yeah.
men. Come
I'm
on.
probably gonna do it tomorrow when I find out the gender of our kids.
As
That's
long as you're
rad.
sober enough for the main part,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
Afterwards, you
Afterwards, we're getting fucked up. We're playing some beer pong. We're doing all that shit. So.
Oh boy.
Oh boy! And
Splash
we're-
Bros
the
back.
Splash Bros are fucking
Splash Bros
back.
are back.
So I'm fucking talking.
Oh.
About it. Yes.
We'll have to fucking mention the record on the next podcast because it's
Yeah,
going to be
we will.
something disgusting.
Yes.
13-0 or something.
Yeah. We didn't lose once in Korea.
Not even once.
Yeah. Did we? I don't know.
I don't think so.
If it got
Well,
if-
remember
if
we
it
had to
gets-
stop playing because fucking they didn't like the fact that I was over there
Yeah.
anymore.
oh, it's fucking
So
dog shit.
dumb.
Yeah. But we're gonna fuck shit up tomorrow.
Mhm.
All right. So now that we told my drunk story,
Yeah.
if we could get into the Cammy drunk story, that'd be
Whatever.
fucking
Are
excellent.
you going to tell the Cammy drunk story
I
now?
don't remember any of it.
I
Okay,
don't.
so I imagine you're not
Yeah.
saying it.
I don't remember a lot of it.
Yeah.
Right.
you
Were you
remember like the
drinking
main
too?
I
part.
remember the main parts.
You're drinking too?
I was drinking
We
too.
were.
we,
that's
we
how
had,
I am.
we had a DD.
Yeah.
So we both went to town.
Yeah.
But when I'm out at a bar scene, except for my 21st birthday, that was the only time I haven't done it. But always when I go out to a bar scene, I try to like comprehend what I'm doing.
Yeah.
See, I
And
don't.
I paid very special attention to it because I'm always worried that like if I'm blackout drunk in the street, A, I'm gonna get a ticket, B, I'll get in trouble with Army and all that stuff.
Getting fucked up at the house is different.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Anybody's house. I don't care whose house.
Yeah, really.
I'll get
as long
fucked
as it's
up.
not in the middle of a fucking road.
Yeah.
then- yeah.
But if you're out in public, you gotta like keep it on hold.
So,
keep it at least a little under.
I think we started the night with a plan. Who were we with
Dude,
to begin
Couldn't
with?
tell
You
you.
don't remember?
the
All right.
main guys that we would go out with, which is like I think McGrew.
Yeah, we were with Columba.
Okay.
Were we with your brother? I don't think your brother was
No.
there. No.
He did go out with us one night.
We were with like some kind of random dudes. Some dudes that I knew and was kind of friends with,
Yeah.
but from work. They never came over to the house or anything like that. So we show up at this bar, this beer pong bar, right?
Is that the office?
We started not at the office, but the bar before it, right? Which is right next to it. I don't remember. It's like a sports bar.
The only one I remember is the office is where you stayed.
Yeah. So
and the Ryan house.
yeah, we're at the bar next to the office, and we're getting drinks. We're starting up, and I noticed then that you're drinking
I drink
considerably heavier than you normally do.
My go-to drink at bars is vodka cranberries because
Now,
they're.
Hey, shout out.
Yeah, I'd say before
Getting
we
fucking white girl wasted.
Mhm.
before
Oh, yeah.
we moved to
My
Texas,
favorite.
your alcohol tolerance was
I
way
wasn't-
better
Yeah.
than it was when we moved to Texas because we took a long break of not knowing people and
Right.
and stuff. And so out then, her drinking kind of like a guy was pretty normal to us. We were in our young years and we did fun stuff.
I can't. handle
So we're at this bar.
Same.
We're drinking heavy. We're taking shots. And then we moved to the next bar. I'm like, I want to play some fucking beer pong. You know, when you get
Absolutely.
like buzzed and you're like, I'm in the fucking zone. Let's go. So we
Fucking
step up at the beer pong table,
Bricks!
right?
it.
Bricks!
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm good. Brick!
We step up at the beer pong table, and we get to the fucking
Fucking hate you.
we get
Ain't break,
we,
ain't seen, ain't
we
cut,
get to
ain't
the
seen.
beer pong table, and I'm in the zone. I'm
Yeah.
on it. So we're playing, and a couple dudes that we know from work are coming up. Like,
Oh yeah, I remember
some
the dudes
heavy
you're talking about
drinkers.
now.
Yeah.
The ones we're not really friends with.
yeah.
Yeah.
But they're cool guys. They're
Yeah,
nice guys,
they were
and,
nice.
but they're avid goers to these bars. And
Mortars?
no, not mortars.
No.
Some of them were 19 deltas.
Ew.
Yes. So scouts. A couple of
Shout
them were
out.
scouts, and most of them were bravos.
Okay,
Right.
got
The big beefy bravos too, like the ones that go out and prowl for chicks
Mm.
because they got like fucking super muscles.
The meatheads.
Yeah,
I
like,
only
like a
remember
couple of
What
meatheads.
one of them looks like.
Yeah.
I can't
Okay.
picture faces
Yeah.
anymore.
If you remember what he looks like, he must
There
have
were
been
some
a pretty
combo
good-looking
guys.
dude then.
There were some commo guys out there too.
Yeah,
right.
they could party.
So we're having a good time, and I'm not paying attention to her. She's off doing her own thing. I don't know what's going on because I'm in the zone.
Yeah, you ain't
I'm in the
babysitting.
zone at the
Right.
table, right?
That
She's
bar's
a-
Yeah, we don't
Grown
babysit out here unless we're at
Grown
home
woman.
trying to get me
Yeah.
in the fucking door, right? So I get eliminated from the table. I
Yep.
lose a game
Yep.
after 3 fucking games. So I've been gone for a
Okay.
while,
Yeah.
and I come walking over, and out of the corner of my eye, I had no clue where she was. Out of the corner of my eye, I see her kiss an Asian girl.
Oops.
Oops.
Okay.
Oops.
And now if
Hey.
I could do this without you getting mad,
Mm-hmm.
How's she look though?
as good looking as her.
Okay.
So they're
So
both
Doug's
baddies.
in there like,
Two baddies kissing each
Shit.
other. I'm like,
I'm taking them both
Okay.
home.
I'm like, what's going on? First off, because I'm kind of curious. Two, I'm like,
Face.
damn, are you cheating on me? And then like 3, I'm like, I don't really care because it's a girl.
It's alright.
Yeah, and
There's a
then
backstory to
4, I walk up and this guy is standing and he has his hands
Mhm.
around both of them, right?
All
and
right.
and he was
Watch yourself, Playboy.
apparently she had walked up to you, right?
Her and I,
What
because
was
she was
her
with
name?
what's her name? Joy.
Joy. Okay, so
So
Joy.
you knew her.
I
No.
didn't know her name till the next
Yeah.
day.
Oh.
So Joy had walked up to her to,
'Cause
or
she was
you
with
guys
what's
were
his
talking
name?
to each other. Was with our friend Powell.
So we were talking,
Right.
and then this guy walks up and then starts hitting on us. And then I was like, "I'm married. I'm with this guy." He's like, "No, you're not." I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah." I think
Yeah, and
he,
then
for
and then
whatever reason, was pushing the issue,
Yeah.
and I was like, "No, well, Like, we're also together. No, maybe I didn't say I was.
Okay, well, if you don't remember, I'll tell it from my story.
I knew that we said that we were together, her and I, because he was hitting on us.
And then they kissed,
Because
right?
he was like, prove it. And we're like, okay.
Yeah. And then I walked up,
Classic.
and I saw the dude with his hand around my girl,
Yeah.
and immediately I start shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck are you doing touching my fucking
And he's
wife?
like,
yeah.
I'm so fucking
Yeah.
confused.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to hit on the honeys.
Yeah. No, and I was very angry, and we had a friend there. I can't remember his name. He was one of the Bravos. One of the big stocky
meaty
Bravos.
dude.
And he's
Yeah.
not that big, but he's known for fighting. That's all he fucking does, right?
Yeah.
He's the one wearing a blue V-neck. That's all I remember.
That's the
from
one
that
I
night.
remember.
Yes.
That's like the only one
Yeah,
I remember.
and he's very known for fighting. He's
Sure.
good at it, but he gets in trouble a lot at work for it.
Yeah.
So
It happens.
I start yelling at this kid, and then he's behind me, and so
Backing you up.
I don't gotta worry about shit. This kid's gonna fucking knock him out, no problem. So the bouncer comes over and goes, "Is there any problems?" And I go, "Yeah, he's touching my wife." And then they removed that dude from the bar,
Yeah.
and we didn't have to worry about him.
Well, that's cool.
So yeah,
It was funny.
that was a fun time, right? And that's when the drinking started to escalate
Yeah.
after that, right?
Was that Asian girl a good kisser?
From what I remember, yeah.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Shit. All
shit.
right.
I honestly didn't know her
Goddamn.
name till the next day, and for
That's
whatever
okay.
reason.
That's how I roll too.
Yeah. So for whatever reason, I had her number. And
How you like your eggs? And also, what is your name?
And she
didn't stay the night.
she texted me and she said, "Hey, this is Joy, the Asian chick from last night." I was like, "Oh,
Did
that's
she
your
say
name."
the
Yeah,
Asian
she
chick from
literally
last
did.
night?
What?
That's funny.
That's funny. At least she knew like
Yeah,
how to,
hey.
you know.
Yeah.
She's a homie too. She was trying to help out one of the bros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was funny.
Real
That's
cool.
fun.
So
So we get shit faced.
yeah, we got shit faced there, and that's when it started to roll downhill.
Yeah.
So we walk out of the bar, and a bunch of dudes follow us, like
I think we were
all
going
the guys
somewhere
from we were going to another another bar down the road.
Probably the Rhine. It's a walk.
It wasn't the Rhine House. The Rhine House was way the fuck out there. So we went to a different bar. I don't remember the name, right? And
Sure.
she
I don't think I remember this next
she
part at all.
at the first part when we went to that next bar, she's like kind of getting angry with me. Like I'm like, hey, don't run in the street, and she's like, no, fuck you.
I'm gonna
Right.
fucking run around.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
she's
so-
like up, kind of like in front of me, and I'm just keeping an eye on her.
Yeah.
And because when she gets drunk, also she quits caring about like everyone
safety.
around her and stuff like that, and she starts having fun, which is awesome to see.
Yeah.
Like you get really into it, and you're like, oh yeah, like I love
Except
this
when you
place.
try to make me stop.
Yes, when I try to make her stop, she gets very angry with me. Right.
That's
So
why you
we-
just slam her fucking head in the door like you did.
Yeah.
Shut up.
I'll tell that story real quick after this. But we go, we start to move to the next fucking bar, right?
Yeah.
Which is the Silver Dollar, I think it's
Dude.
called, and it's a gay bar, right?
I was gonna say
yeah.
it sounds like a strip club or a gay
Yeah.
bar.
It's a gay bar.
I'm mad I was
And-
too drunk for this. I don't remember it. I wish I would have been more aware.
Yeah, but it's popping, right? And
Yeah,
for
dude.
some reason, all the drunk guys got in their head that like girls are there because they don't
They're
want to be
hiding.
hit on, and they're hiding there,
That's
right?
disturbing.
Right. So we go there.
Wait a minute.
I think we.
Is that not the fact?
I don't know.
I
It
don't
wasn't
know.
the fact at that one because I'll let me continue the story.
It's my bad.
So on the way there, you're really running in the street, like in front of cars. Cars are stopping for you. And I'm like, Kim, get the fuck back here. And she's like, no, fuck you, bitch. And like keeps running.
Damn!
Like, full
Cammy's
speed
a
down the
fucking
fucking
gangster,
road.
bro.
And you're, I love you, but you're not the fastest runner when
I
you're
know.
drunk. So she's just like, like running down the road drunk and shit. And she said
just
that,
like,
and
"God
all the
damn."
guys behind me and like my buddies were next to me. They were laughing super hard.
All the
I'm
homies are like,
"God damn
damn,
it."
you a bitch, Doug.
Yeah.
She called
They're
you
all
a
fucking dissing me and shit. I'm like, God damn it. So-
killer.
We get to the next bar. And then you get with me because we had to pay to get in. We had to pay like a $5 cover charge.
I don't remember that.
So we did that, and then we went downstairs. It was downstairs. It was like underground.
I have like a vague
Right.
memory of the dancing area.
Yeah, and I didn't get there. Dance area is on the left. You have to walk forward and go to the left, and there's the dance area. On the right is the bar, right?
Yeah.
And I'm losing my buzz, and I'm pissed about it.
Oh, yeah.
So
You
I
gotta
go
get a drink.
right to the bar, and I get 2 drinks
Yep.
for myself. I'm sitting there talking to a couple dudes, and we're just chatting about bullshit and like Like, and I think one of them asked me if I was straight, and I was like, yeah. And he was like, I can tell. And I was like, well, yeah, all my buddies wanted to come here, so I just came in. And he's like, and they were like, oh, it's super cool that you'll come here. I was like, I'm not like against gay people. Like, I love being here. And then as I turn around with both my drinks, and they're both hard drinks, right? Hard alcohol. So they're in like glasses with ice. They're not like beers in bottle. And I turn around, and one of my friends comes out of the dance floor, and they go, don't go in there. Don't go in there, right? So I'm guessing they went to the dance floor, and then they were like dancing with people.
They get
and
groped up. Or
yeah,
something?
yeah, and then I'm guessing guys wanted to dance with them because that's the scene of the bar. Yeah. And so I was like, okay. I pounded both my drinks, and we go to leave. We went back to the office, and that's when I was like, that's when I saw the state you were in, and I was like, all right. I called my buddy John. He came with his truck.
Another good guy.
And we're out there we're waiting for a ride, and these two older females, they must have been like 32, right?
Some cougars.
Some cougars.
They look alright.
All right. I'm married, obviously, but if I can talk objectively here, yes, they're good-looking females.
That's what
and
I'm talking about.
They're single moms, and they're out there to pick up dudes.
How do you know
That's
their
what I'm talking
moms?
about.
Because they told me, right? Because they were sitting there,
No, he was
right?
chatting them up.
This is part of the story. I know you don't remember, right?
He was talking to the cougars.
You're sitting there kind of like about to throw up, but you haven't gotten there yet.
I don't throw up in public.
And
much.
then John shows up.
Good luck.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We get
Kimmy can
you
fucking
in the
drink.
car.
I've never seen her throw up in my life. Meanwhile, back in the crib. Oh, fuck, Doug! Give me the fucking bucket! Ah! All right, sorry.
Oh my god. So we get you in the car, and I'm like, we need to find a bucket or something. Sorry about the dogs. We need to find a bucket or something because you're gonna throw up on the way home. You're not gonna make it home, and I can tell. So I think we took either my flannel or John's flannel.
You don't wear flannel.
It was probably John's flannel.
Yeah.
And we took it and we made a bucket out of it using the sleeves and then the top and the bottom. All right. And so they are
You made the bucket out of the
we
flannel.
made the bucket out of the flannel, right? And I gave it to you to throw up and didn't work at all, but the two moms, right, were standing there like trying to teach me how to do it. And I'm like, and I told them to fuck off because I was annoyed at the point. I was like, get the fuck out of my face. Meanwhile, they walk around to the other side of the truck and start hitting on John.
Really?
Like John is, this was before John.
Yeah.
John is married now.
Yeah.
This was before he had a girlfriend or anything. So he's like flirting with them the whole time.
My dude, John.
John's living it up. He can't. He's such a nice guy. We love John. And
So yeah, I threw up in his truck.
Yeah. On the way home, I was sitting in the back and I was just fucking like talking, and I heard you throw up, and I just kept talking.
It's like
I was like, I don't even fucking care.
I felt so
That's
bad
my
when
girl.
I was there.
Yeah. So basically, the whole time I was fucking trying
I'm a
to
shit
wrangle
show
your
sometimes.
ass. Yeah. Hey,
Sounds
we
like
all
y'all
are.
just spent the whole time in
real-
Washington fucked up.
Yeah.
Dude, it was a good
That's what
time.
it was, because
Yeah.
we like every other weekend we had people over at our
Mhm.
house and we were fucking just drinking.
We
drinking,
started going to the bars a lot once a lot more of them turned 21.
Yeah.
I think that's why we also went out with like random crowds because there's a lot that weren't 21
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of mortars, like new mortars
Yeah.
came in after me.
Bro, we need to go to 6th one of these days.
Yeah, my birthday's coming up.
I know.
like 2 weeks. So
Oh, fuck. Well,
Yeah.
fucking Rona.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's why I said I was
Stop
like, it's
and
probably not
everything.
going to be like
Yeah.
super great.
Yeah.
But
So
It's a fun time, though.
yeah,
you guys can go to a bar. I'll be at the DD. Just let me know and I'll come pick you up.
sweet. Sounds like a
You can
plan.
throw up in. Don't throw up in my car.
No, I'm not throwing up in the car. I know I control myself now.
We
That was
need
before I
to have a
met
Four
you.
Loco episode one of these days.
We
Oh
do-
my god.
And
Be
since I
fun.
got that Four Loko, there's like hundreds at that gas station right
Yeah.
down there. I
Yeah,
say
we'll
we
get
grab
some.
some and we just do it next episode.
All right.
And
I'll be
because
here.
it's a 4-day, right? 4-day weekend.
Ooh, Four Loco
And so
weekend.
Ugh.
we can just
Good one.
that's excellent.
Shit.
So we can just get absolutely hammered and then like either sleep here or whatever.
Yeah.
And
We
then
have a
we
spare
have
mattress.
a whole 3 days to fucking
recover.
recover.
You mean,
Curse.
by recover, you mean drink more.
Yes.
Hair of the
All right,
dog.
yes.
Exactly. Thank you. Nobody
Gotta-
knows that term.
Dude,
Nobody knows hair of the dog.
Yeah,
That's
I keep,
all we
I
talk
say,
about.
I've heard
maybe
that-
I'm getting old, but I keep saying it around the platoon, and they're like,
what's that?
Oh,
"The
really?
fuck are you talking
Really?
about, old man?"
I've heard
Like,
that's what
goddamn.
I mean, a mimosa would be good. I'm not a big I mean, mimosas are good, but I never go out of my way to make
I
one.
fuck with some mimosas. You know
Yeah.
what I like? You take a raw egg and some tequila, just
Blech.
breakfast complete.
But then they also say that's what Bloody Marys are for. I fucking hate those.
Oh, I love
Ugh.
Bloody Marys.
It's
bro.
salty, gross juice, tomato juice.
You don't like
Yeah.
and
tomatoes?
No.
I fucking love tomatoes.
Ugh. I don't know.
So we got a couple
Ugh.
more stories. This episode may run a little
Yeah,
long.
I think
That's fine.
we both suck at telling stories. I think we're both
I think I'm
ramblers.
pretty good at telling stories. I don't know.
I'm
but-
enjoying the company, so
All right, well.
I like
Hey,
both.
yeah,
of these.
this episode, since you're on, is a little more us based rather than
That's true.
normal
yeah.
shit. But
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's a personal episode.
who are we having next episode?
I don't know. I think
Raymond
we're gonna
needs to
go
come
with
in.
Moose Knuckle, maybe.
We should go with Moose Knuckle. I agree. We need to message him like this weekend and be like, "Hey,
Or
next
Mark.
episode."
If we can get Mark in there.
Who would like Four Locos the most? I know Mark would.
I already know. Both of them will
Both of them
kind of
would.
fuck. Yeah,
Yeah.
They go with anything.
Sweet.
You know what I mean?
They're both cool people. So
But they're two big personalities to have with each other. On the
we're not gonna have them together.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
wouldn't get enough saturation out of
Yeah,
them.
really.
You know what I mean?
They have a lot to say and not enough time
Yeah.
for it. Which is a cool feeling.
That's fine.
Being like when you're starting a podcast, like, damn, we got some options here.
We got
Yeah.
we got a hell of a lot of characters,
Yeah.
some friends.
We
You
do.
know what I mean?
Really. What do you got that we want to put on the list?
Guess we could talk about the best names you've ever heard of for the female reproductive organ or the male reproductive organ.
Ah.
Might
Yeah.
as well.
We
Yeah.
can put both
Yeah.
of them in it.
Yeah, we can talk about.
Right.
I
I want to start with a word for the hands, right?
Oh.
Which is
Neither of those are the
Yeah.
reproductive
I know,
organs.
I know.
You're breaking
Which
the
is
rules already.
Dick's,
Maybe you reproduce with yourself.
Well, yes, which is Dick Skinner's.
Dick
Oh,
Skinner.
That,
yeah.
that she has never heard
Dude,
until
that
I
was-
said it the other
He
day.
said that, and I thought it was the funniest thing.
It's a good
because
one.
I
Yeah.
never...
It's a classic.
Dick
That's
Skinner's.
a good one.
Or
I was like, I got
you
yelled
got
at all the time.
the
for
old
Dick
cock
Skinner's.
holster.
Yeah, the cock
the mouth.
holsters. Yeah. But what about dick names like
Dick names.
Big Chungus? Like
I'm thinking like
I'm
skin
kidding.
flute.
Skin
You got-
flute.
The first chair skin
Oh, you got
flute
you got
player.
like the original penis, dick,
Sure.
chode, cock.
I'm not.
Are
a
we
fan
talking
of
balls too? Like balls, scrotum, testicles,
The scroties.
the scroties,
No.
the
Twigs
fucking-
and berries.
the twigs and
It's
berries,
a good one.
hangers,
The family jewels.
family
Yeah.
jewels.
That's a good one.
Classic.
What else is there for like dicks?
them.
You ever call someone foreskin? You just go, you fucking foreskin? Like,
No.
Oh, I do that all
What
the
the
time.
hell?
What
I
about
try
a
to come up
nutbag?
with nutbag.
Nutbag.
I've,
The ball bag.
ball bag with,
Mm.
is
It's a
my
good one.
gamer tag on
Salty-
Xbox.
fucking
Salty,
salty
ball
ball
bag.
dude.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Dude, my
Dude.
friend. That's who we need to have. Sam said he was a tentative for next week because he might be off, dude.
And he lives in San
San
Antonio.
Antonio.
Definitely get him
I know,
up
dude.
here.
I
Tell him
told
to
him.
pick a weekend and tell him to come up here.
Dude, that
Yeah.
guy is. I'm decently funny. That motherfucker is like 5 times as funny.
we may record 2 episodes with him
That guy's
just in one
so
night.
fucking funny, bro.
Excellent. That's what we need. Now I saw pictures of him when we were
Of his
doing
balls.
No,
probably-
no. I
Is
saw
he-
pictures of
He's
him.
he's
of
one. He's known for sending ball pics to
him-
randoms.
Why?
him and you on Facebook, right?
Yeah, he's got
And
a
then I
pretty
heard him
cock,
in
cute
game
balls.
chat, and he has like a higher voice than I thought. I thought it'd be like a deep, like kind of
Don't
like
you love
fucking
when that happens?
large man voice, and it's kind of like my voice.
Sure.
Like,
Oh
It
no,
just made
yeah,
me
I get it.
laugh.
I got a little bitch voice. I understand that.
I don't think so. I guess I don't really know what he would have sounded like, but
yeah. Well, everyone hates the sound of their voice on
yeah.
That's true.
on
Recording.
recording.
Yeah.
Everyone, every single person. So it's just something you gotta
Yeah.
get over. But what else you
Something.
got for vagina?
Oh fucking.
I told you I'm gonna blank. I,
I
can't
got the
even
roast
think.
beef flaps.
Ew.
Oh, the beef curtains.
The beef
beef
curtains.
curtains.
That's what I'm looking for.
Gross.
The glitter biscuit.
Shall,
Yeah,
shall we
that's
try
a
and find
funny one.
someone?
Why are you
we've
using
never
my
heard
phone?
of?
Don't look up vagina names on my phone.
Mine is recording.
The penis fly trap.
I like that one.
Words
a lot.
for vagina names.
The love bunker.
Words for vagina
So-
names. How's
so-
that?
We've got beaver.
Oh,
Beaver is
classic.
one
Of
we've
course.
heard.
Classic.
Cooter, we all know cooter.
I love that one.
Good one.
Fish lips.
Ew.
Fish. Fish lips.
Oh, is this reading it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm turning that down. Sorry. We have taco. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We've
the,
heard that
the,
one.
the
Yeah.
fuzzy taco,
The fuzzy
or the
taco.
velvet taco.
Pink taco.
Pink
Big
taco.
one.
We have a
I know about the fucking pink donut. That's on the other end of it.
I have a shirt from Voodoo Donuts in Portland. Shout out. And it says the magic's in the hole, and then the back says what's in your box.
It's a good one.
They've got Muff, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
We
I
know
like
Muff. They have
Good one.
Penis Garage
Okay.
or Garage.
Okay.
Yeah. They have Love Button.
Love button.
Like
Love
the
button.
clit? Is
Gotta
that-
be.
Yeah, that's the only way that makes sense.
I'm just giving
Love
historical names for pussy.
button.
Doug.
Who made those?
Petticoat Lane,
names? Ew.
Mount
What?
Pleasant,
Oh,
Ladies
it a
Low
mount?
Toupee,
Ew.
Road to Christening,
the low
1903.
to pay.
1903, Road to Christening.
That's creepy.
What
And
the fuck are you
Back
talking
in
about?
1584, they used to call it Altar of Venus.
Yeah, that makes
And
sense.
the
Venus.
earliest recorded name for vagina is Bella Chose, is French for pretty thing, 1386.
Bella shows.
Bella Chose.
Mm,
Fancy.
Pink Pearl,
Okay.
I could dig it.
Mount of her arousal.
That's just too
Are the dogs
too much.
barking in the
Yes.
background?
Oh, yes. The Mount of Arousal, yes. Yeah.
The Mount
That
of
just
her
sounds like a
arousal.
British person just was trying to be sexy. and
This
that's
one
what
says
came up.
between her legs. What the fuck
All
else
right.
is there? Like
Yeah.
taint? Is that where like you could that could be the taint too? Like
Yeah.
yeah. All right.
Interesting.
But those are some good fucking names.
I feel like
Use
I've heard
I
those.
like
so
that
many
we took a
more,
break
though.
from
If you have
stories
any
to-
new, any good names
yes,
for us,
yes. If you have
Yeah.
any good names for
yo, shoot us a
dick and
message and we'll
balls,
talk about it.
yes.
There's got to be some.
That's got to be
fucking
a
good ones out there.
segment, just names for dick and balls.
Exactly.
Like, eventually, we're gonna run out though.
We
Like,
need
there's no
what
way.
we really need the viewers to do is start giving us questions so we can start going over
Yeah.
stuff.
I
dude.
love
would
that.
be
us
so much
Yeah.
topics
fun.
for us to talk about would be so
You know what I'm
funny.
saying? We just need like a little questions of the week segment.
do,
bro.
yeah.
That'd be so
Yeah.
much fun.
Ended it then.
I've been listening to watching, like the Stiff Socks. I don't know if you know
Love
that.
them.
We just talked
Yes.
about it today.
I fucking love it.
Fucking love
It's
them, bro.
hilarious.
Solid podcast.
It is.
Trevor Wallace and
Yeah, Michael something is hard
Michael.
last name.
Michael.
Yeah, we'll call him Michael.
we'll just call him Trevor Wallace's friend.
Yes.
Sorry,
the other
brother.
guy.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Damn.
But their shit's funny.
Dude,
Like,
yeah. I listen to them all, like every
I've been
time.
listening to them.
Every time they come.
I
out.
hate like silence when I'm working, so I put the YouTube version on just so I like watching it too.
Oh, they're so funny, man.
Yeah, I just have it in the background. I start dying while I'm trying to work. It's fine.
I like on this last episode. They were just like, "Let's be real. This is a cum podcast." Like, what? This whole podcast is about coming.
Mhm.
All right, bro.
Just fucking nutting.
Yeah, like it's just so funny, man.
All right. You want to take a little break, get some more drinks, and
Yes,
then,
please.
and then top off this
Very
bitch.
parched.
I'm pretty sure
All
they
right.
can hear me crunching my eyes. Is that ASMR?
It is.
A little bit, yeah, possibly. I'm
What's
sure
that
they hear the
stand
dogs
for?
barking.
What's that
too.
stand
I have no idea.
I know.
I know it's something.
Awesome, super.
Radical.
No, there's an M in there.
I know there's
Oh,
ASMR.
duh.
A
porn is a
media
real thing.
media rectum. Okay.
Ew.
All right. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Fucking pink donut.
All right. Welcome back. Let's get a little fucking dink sync here. You know, this is to help out the editor. Thank you to him.
You asshole.
As I stroke my own dick. I'm so good at this editing stuff. Fuck.
I just cut out the bad things. That's it.
90% of the pod. No, I'm kidding.
Sometimes so maybe somewhere down the road I'll take the video from this and I'll put like the extras onto a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And, like kind of the outtakes.
the B side.
I was talking about dumb shit, yeah. All right, so
that page gonna be more content than our actual
it
podcast.
may be, yeah. We have one last story to tell, and it's the me shitting my pants story.
Oh boy.
Less than a year into our marriage,
Yep.
I had a bad day. All right, you gotta bear with me, whoever's listening to
We
this.
talked about this last
We
time.
did.
Mhm.
Men shit themselves
Yes.
annually.
I
And
didn't know this until I met someone who did it, and it was really funny.
It's okay though.
Yeah,
I
I'm
had-
still here.
I had a bad day. This was a bad day. Like I
I
can't name another time where I've actually shit in my pants other than this time, I feel like.
It's a bad day.
Yeah, it was
bad.
a bad day. Other times, you trust a fart and you're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
damn, that was a little
It's
bit
like
of
a
shit.
little.
But
That was
like,
kind of wet.
yes, this
God
was
damn.
a bad day. Like, bad day.
This dude had lumps in his pants.
All right, so
Ugh.
so bad. We started the day
All right,
off.
let's hear it.
I,
It was a good day in Chicago.
It was.
With the-
It was a good day in Chicago. We
Yeah.
went downtown. We took the train. Did some things. I can't really remember what we did.
I think we walked
Yeah.
around just a bunch. We went and
Yeah.
saw like the Chicago River.
Yeah,
Did we go see
Chicago River. Yeah,
whatever they fucking call
No,
it? The
yeah,
green
the
piece of shit little river you guys call it.
it was green.
It looked green. It wasn't. It was like the dirty water green, not like
Oh,
dyed
okay.
green.
It wasn't Irish green.
It wasn't March.
Okay.
No.
All right. I don't know what time we even went into this. Whatever. So we're down there, and I have a tradition of when I used to go down to the city to skate all the time.
Yeah.
I would grab Popeyes in the food court of the train station before getting on the train. Right? So I was like, I got to follow that tradition. I'm back home showing her the city. I think it was the first time you ever saw the city. Right?
I think so.
Yeah. And so I eat Popeyes and I get on the train. Now, if you know me, you know that I cannot eat shitty food without having to shit
You can't eat anything without having
after,
shit.
right? And the tradition, I used to get on the train, and by the time I got home, I'd have to go to the bathroom, right?
Got poop.
Yeah, gotta poop. This time was a little different, right? Starts the day off.
Clock started early.
Clock started early. I ate Popeyes. We got on the train, right?
Oh, goddamn.
First things first, it was the
Shit.
wrong train.
That's what happened.
it was-
How do you fuck up your own train system? It's not like we're back
Yeah.
in Seoul.
It's because I'm an idiot.
I was
Oh,
trying
right.
to figure out
It's-
how we got to like that one spot
Yeah.
we were at.
It was a direct train, so it stopped at like 3 different very popular spots, and then stopped in Wheaton, which is where we got off.
All right.
Right, and Wheaton is 2 towns over from Lombard,
Sure.
Well,
so which is where we meant to go, which is where my car was, and
where
so
you shit was a different. I don't even know where that was.
it was Wheaton.
It wasn't Wheaton. Wheaton's where you and I got off.
Okay,
We
it was a
walked
town
around.
next to Wheaton, whatever it was.
Damn it.
So I got a shit real bad. There's no bathrooms that are open on the train because they are all closed for some reason. And I get off thinking I have enough time. We get off in the town next to Wheaton because I'm like, all right, we took a direct train and we passed where our stop was. We need to get on a train going back.
Yeah.
And so I get off and I have to shit bad, real bad.
So it was me and Dakota like standing around,
Yeah.
looking at the train times, which he knows better than I do because I don't know how to read that
Yeah.
shit. And we're trying to figure out when the next train's gonna show up. And I don't think we really knew until it was too late. So we see Doug.
I go sprinting off
yeah, he goes to find
into-
the bathroom.
to find a bathroom. First building I find, church.
Yeah.
Right? And if Mamay, you're listening to this, I would tell you to turn it off
I
right
highly
now.
doubt you.
Mamay's grandmother in French.
Ah.
I would tell you to turn it off right now because I disgraced that church.
Oh, God.
I ran in, right? And the bathrooms were right on the right. I had to go so bad. Like stomach turning over itself. Like I cannot almost hold it anymore. I run all the way down to the end of the church, look around, nothing. I'm coming back, right? And I have to go so bad that like I'm stopped in the middle of the hallway, like trying to hold
Holding.
it as
Clenching.
like a huge fucking wave is coming
Oh!
coming forward.
God damn it!
And I can't do it, right? So as I shit my pants, I won't go into too much detail because
I'm staring
it could-
into the eyes of
it could
God.
get very graphic. Yeah, no, a pastor and a small child, which I think was his son because it was a weekend,
Yeah.
come into the church, right?
What's up, Father?
Yes. And the only reason I knew it was a pastor was because I asked him where the bathrooms were.
How did that confirm?
It could have been a goer. It could have been a goer.
Could have
Could have been.
It looked like a pastor. Who was there
It could
when
have been anybody.
who would be in a church
Maybe
when
they,
church is not going on?
They have Saturday things, I think.
Nothing was going on
How do you
Okay.
know?
because I looked in all the rooms for the bathroom.
Could you imagine if you shit your pants in front of a Sunday school?
We fucked up. So I shit myself right
Power
there in the
of Christ
hallway.
compel
right?
you.
They told me where the bathroom was, and I ran to the bathroom. Right, like
I'm
shit,
exalting these demons.
shit myself to the point to where it fell through my pant legs onto the back of my leg. Right,
Bro, you're seeping poop
seeping
out of
poop
the bottom, like your shoes.
of my
Got
shorts.
poop on
I was wearing shorts, so
Okay.
you could see it on the back of my leg.
It's on the.
It was bad.
There's shit in your leg.
I wiped it off the back of my leg before I passed the people.
With what?
My hand. So the people
You got a
wouldn't
doo-doo
see-
hand
Yes.
in the house of the
Yes.
Lord. What the fuck is wrong with you?
So the people wouldn't see the shit on the back of my leg.
they smelled it, bro.
I
Don't
didn't
worry.
want them to see it. So I wiped it off with my hand and I ran into the bathroom, right? Immediately washed my hands off because I got poop on them, right?
Yeah, fuck the underwear. They're gone.
And then I go into the stall because
There's no
it's
saving
not just
them.
one wave, it's multiple waves. So I have to
Sometimes
finish
they're
shitting,
dirty.
right?
Fucking
So I drop my drawers,
shit
my
tsunami.
underwear, I drop them in the stall, like up against the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I finish pooping, and as I'm pooping, I get a call from her saying, "Hey, the train is coming. The train is coming right now. You need to hurry up."
Yeah, the
And
goddamn
I
train
go-
coming out of my ass
I go,
right now.
shit. So I wipe real quick, pull up my pants without any underwear, and I leave the drawers in the stall, and I
Sure.
run out the door.
I know you got shit in your shorts.
Yeah.
dude.
I
There's
le-
no way.
Yes,
So-
I left shit in
damn.
my underwear in the stall of a church,
Okay.
which I disgraced the church. And
So cut
so
to
hold
us.
on, no, not
What
there
else is
yet.
there?
I'm sprinting up as the train is as the
That's
train's
what I was
boarding.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I was gonna say, cut to us. I see Doug. The train pulls up. The whole thing, ding, 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 whatever.
Yeah.
And we see Doug sprinting from. We didn't know where he had come from. Like we didn't know where he found the bathroom
Yeah.
at. So he's running, and
And
the
I run
train-
in front of the train is stopped before the next crossing, and I run in front of the train that's
You're not
stopped,
supposed to do.
but the things are down.
Yeah.
So I run through them, not through them physically, but
Between
like
them.
under them, between them, to the other side of the tracks, so I can board the train as
Which-
they're getting on.
So the lady sees him do this, and like we get on the train. We're stuck, like we're not in a seat. We're stuck like right where you hop on.
Yeah.
And the lady's standing there with us. There's like one random dude. And she's like bitching at him for running. She's like, "That's not, you're not supposed
Yeah.
to do that, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's unsafe," and yada, yada, yada. we're
Listen,
just
lady,
like,
I just
okay.
shit my fucking pants.
I was
Nobody-
already having a bad day. I was not having her
So
shit.
we had no idea what was going on. The train starts moving as she's like bitching at him.
Yeah.
And then we started going over like the next stop, and we didn't have
Yeah.
money or
Yeah,
something for it.
so the guy was like, "Hey, do you have tickets?" And
Yeah.
usually I purchase my tickets on the train with cash I have.
Yeah.
As I'm going. And I realized that I had bought my tickets to get on the previous train with card at the
The
terminal
thing. Yeah.
before we left,
Yeah.
right? So I didn't have any cash on me. She didn't have any cash on her. And Dakota
He had
had
enough to
just
get-
enough cash to
Mhm.
get his ticket back to Lombard, where we were trying to get to. And so Dakota goes, "All right, I'll go. You guys get off at the next stop because we have to get off because we can't pay for a train
Meanwhile,
ticket
as we're figuring
because they
this
don't
out,
take card."
I smell like, I thought he farted. I thought somebody farted next to me, and it smelled like shit. And I still didn't know what
Cue my
happened.
bad fucking day. All right.
You didn't tell her, like,
Not in front of everybody. He didn't
No.
say it, like, because there was a lady and the random guy.
No, I'm
You
pretty
could've
sure there was
texted her
a
and been
there
like,
was a
"Yo,
moment in there where
I
you were
dookied."
like "What's that smell?" And I was like "I shit myself." And
No,
that's
You
what
told
I
me-
said.
You told me when we
I
got
fucking
off.
shit my
We
pants.
we got off in Wheaton, right?
Yes.
And Dakota kept going because he was gonna grab his car and then come pick us up because we didn't have any cash, and the
It
next
was like
train
a
would
half
take
hour
too long.
away, too,
Yeah.
dude.
Damn.
So we get off, and I tell her the story, and
And you could see the shit, like, on his face.
yeah.
It's in
It
his
was bad.
socks.
So I went
It
to a
was
gas
so
station
bad.
bathroom. I cleaned myself
We,
up.
we were walking around Wheaton. It's like a college town, and it
Yeah.
was just at that time where all the shops were
All the
closed.
shops were
we were trying to
closing,
find a
and
pair
like
of
the
shorts to get him.
historical downtown. Like,
Yeah, like we were trying to find a pair of pants
Yeah.
to get him, and so we had to call Dakota and say, "Hey, can you bring an extra
can
pair
you
of shorts?"
bring some shorts for me?
So we're walking around Wheaton with shit
Bless Dakota's
shit
heart.
pants
yeah.
over here, and
Shit pants.
and I'm just trying
Fucking
not to
doo-doo
like,
pants Doug
Doo-doo
over here.
pants, Doug, dude.
I'm
Worst
just-
day of my life, bar none. Like worst day I've ever had.
We didn't even really talk much. Like, I knew you were upset. I was trying
I
not
was
to laugh.
pissed.
I'm not even gonna talk to you.
I was
'cause
so
you got
fucking
shit in
mad,
your
dude.
pants.
And
So-
I didn't know what to say. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
this is the whole issue. I don't know how to help. I couldn't say anything. No shop was open. I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck do we do at this
I was
time?
fucking mad.
And
So-
Dakota didn't know that you'd shit yourself until he came and picked us up.
Yeah.
He's probably like, why,
So
why
I
do
went.
I need to
I
bring
went.
shorts?
We stopped in a gas station with a
The
bathroom.
fuck do you
I
need
went in and
shorts for?
cleaned myself up, like really
Yeah.
clean. Like I did like a bird bath in the sink. Like I fucking cleaned
A whore bath.
everything.
Destroyed 2
Yeah.
bathrooms.
And then
You're just leaving shit all over.
Leaving your mark.
There's like a
And,
breadcrumb trail of
Bread
poop
crumb.
behind you. God,
why are you
fucking
doing that to me?
goddamn Doug the Dookie Pants Bandit
Oh my
strikes
God.
again. Fuck.
It was a bad day.
It was fucking
He picked
funny.
us up and we fucking left. And
You were just pissed off.
I was
as fuck.
I was mad. I was heated. Like
He also only had
You're a little
shorts.
boo-boo.
I was like, why are there no fucking bathrooms anywhere? Why are there no bathrooms that are easy to find anywhere?
Now I gotta shit in the house of the Lord. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Oh my god, it was a bad day. It was a bad fucking day.
It was a good time.
That sounds so
So now
fun,
the
dude.
joke is Wheaton because
Yeah,
that was
Wheaton.
our experience
Yeah,
together walking around. It was fun.
It's a
Such a
bonding
bad
moment.
time.
It
really
was.
was a bonding
Yeah.
moment. It was fucking awful though. Bad time.
Wait till you poop yourself
so-
while giving birth.
I know.
Oh, I'm
We
gonna
just-
fucking
Then you're gonna
roast
have
your
a
shit
life.
story.
We've
I'm
talked
gonna roast
about
your
this.
fucking
I
life.
told him, I was like, okay, 95% chance I'm gonna shit myself, and you're just not
Yeah.
gonna say. They're not gonna say anything, and you're not gonna say anything.
Oh, I'm gonna
Bring
say
it
shit.
up.
I'm gonna
I'm
laugh
punching you.
as they're delivering the baby. I'm gonna laugh. So
How's
hard.
it feel now? Remember Wheaton? Ha!
That's how it's gonna be. I'm gonna laugh so
I'm
fucking
so
hard.
scared about it, but
Why?
Because it's
Don't be-
just not something.
We've been married how long?
No, I'm not scared about you. I'm just. It's gonna be
Oh,
a bunch
of
of
other people
all
seeing
the
you shit
people
yourself.
near my fucking vagina. That's gonna be in the face of this.
Of
happening.
shit, yeah.
Yes,
That's their job.
It's
though.
gonna
I mean,
happen.
that's what they signed up for.
They
I'm
get
just-
paid so much fucking money to
Yeah.
deal with your shit.
Really?
It's fine.
Yeah.
I remember I watched this TikTok of this lady who was telling the story of her like worried about pooping, and so the
Yeah.
whole time she was like pushing, she's like, "Am I pooping?" I was like, "That's gonna be me." In my head, I'm like, "Am I pooping
Am
right
I
now?" Because you
pooping?
can't feel it because all the pressure's in one spot.
Especially if you get an epidural, you
yeah,
can't feel
you have no idea what's coming out,
You can't feel your legs.
so you could poop
Nice.
multiple times, and it could just—it's just a whole thing.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
Just stay
Part
away
of-
from
That's
fucking.
part of. Hey, and that kid's gonna have a big ass head
I know.
because it's fucking my offspring.
Damn it, man.
So it's gonna come out. I'm
Stay
gonna call
away
it
from
forehead.
Popeyes and gummy bears for
Yeah,
a couple
really.
weeks before I knew. But
I-
alright, dude.
Gummy bears.
Hey, yeah, we talked about my
We
gummy
did,
bear
yeah.
situation.
I think that's a true thing though. I think I've heard something about like gummy bears and
I
gummy
told you.
things in general. Yeah, I
People
think they're all
thought
kinda
people
like
messaged
that.
me like, "Ah, gummy bears don't do shit." Yeah, they do.
Mhm, they do.
They make you poop your pants.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's like eating candle wax, dude. It's
Yeah.
not good for you.
But they're
All
so
right.
good.
Oh, I know.
Man, we're gonna have to cut this one up. Oh, it was a good podcast.
It was a fun time.
Yeah,
it's always
really
a fun
good time.
Fun
We want to
story.
thank you guys for coming through. Whether it's on Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Google, whatever you're on listening to it.
YouTube.
YouTube. If you're on YouTube, hey, make sure you like, subscribe, do all the fun shit.
And I don't care what outsource outlet you're watching it on.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for
5
watching. it.
stars.
Like, really.
Give us
If-
hook us
if-
up with
if-
anything.
So,
helps,
I
you
saw
know
the
what mean?
Misfits podcast do this. If you give us a review on Apple, you can type in your own review.
Yep.
If you give us a good review, we'll say it here on the podcast.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
Shout-outs.
it'll be fucking hilarious.
And hook us up with the questions.
Yeah,
Yeah.
comment, questions.
Anything.
You know,
That's a
you
good
see us
idea.
Any
around
topics
around
you guys
Fort
want to hear
Hood.
about? I
Yeah.
don't care.
Really, we'll talk about fucking
I know.
anything.
There's a couple hundred of y'all listen to this shit. You better give us some
Yeah,
ideas.
really.
Like, come on.
Yeah. But I've got a couple ideas for next
Fucking-
podcast.
We
We're
keep
gonna fucking
talking
send
about
it.
poop all the fucking time.
Poop all
bro.
the time.
Yeah.
That's all we got on our brains,
The
dude.
fecal
That-
friends.
I got fucking shit brain. The fecal friends.
You do have a lot of shit in your life,
No
like
shit. I do.
literally.
Bullshit,
Shit
regular
problems.
shit, actual shit. Like
Yeah, man.
that's what it is.
Popeye poop. Whatever.
All right. So
All right,
thanks
y'all.
for stopping by. We appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time.